Fallout 76 is set in West Virginia. This brand new location for the Fallout franchise brings with it a bunch of new, mutated creatures for us to go head to head with. West Virginia has a rich history of folklore and myth, and it is these very stories that have inspired many of these new creatures that we got a sneak peek at during E3. So today, we're going to be taking a look at 5 new creatures in Fallout 76 and their real world origins. So while this giant sloth may look out of the ordinary, it is in fact one of the closest Fallout creatures to a real world counterpart. The Megalonyx was a giant sloth, very similar to the one we see in Fallout 76. It lived around 11,000 years ago. These massive beasts would have shared the Earth with early humans, and now it looks like they're back thanks to the Great War. They aren't just a random addition either. Some of the very first Megalonyx fossils were found in none other than West Virginia. These creepy looking bastards are likely inspired by the real life legends of the Wendigo. You may be familiar with the Wendigo, with them appearing a couple of years back in Until Dawn. In our real world, the Wendigo is a cannibal monster or evil spirit said to be created when a person eats another human. This horrific act is said to transform the person into the ghoulish Wendigo, cursed to forever crave the flesh of humans and never be able to satisfy their hunger. There are many tales of Wendigo from West Virginia, so it looks like they'll be right at home in Fallout 76. The Grafton monster, or what's seen in the game as the Beast of Grafton, is a version of the infamous Bigfoot mystery. What makes the Grafton monster different from a regular Bigfoot is its lack of fur and a hunched posture, earning it the nickname the Headless Horror. Judging by what we've seen in Fallout 76 so far, this thing looks more like the bloody tank from Left 4 Dead than any Bigfoot, but I'm willing to roll with it. So this guy is likely based on the Flatwoods monster. This West Virginia legend is one of the more debated monsters, with descriptions of the beast varying wildly. What most people seem to agree on though was that it had large glowing eyes and some type of claws. So I think it's a pretty safe bet that Fallout 76 will be using an alternative Mirelurk to reference this monster. Ah, the Snallygaster. What an amazing name for a monster. That's the real world name for this creature. Fallout 76 is going with the Scorch Beast. Okay, so I'm adding this little side note in while I'm editing. The Snallygaster is actually kind of strange in this game because this thing is what they're calling the Snallygaster in-game. But in the real world, the Snallygaster is more of a dragon, which would make more sense for the Scorch Beast. So it's just a bit of a weird one. I'm going to go with the Scorch Beast because it actually fits the real world origins, and I don't even know what this other thing is. In American folklore, the Snallygaster is a dragon-like beast said to inhabit the West Virginia area. I really can't think of anything like this having been in a Fallout game before, so I'm actually really looking forward to taking this one on when I jump into Fallout 76 later this year. So, there we have it. Those were 5 of the new creatures coming to Fallout 76 and their real world origins. I'm a bit disappointed that the Mothman didn't make an appearance in any of the trailers, considering Point Pleasant is in West Virginia and the Mothman being one of the most famous cryptids to come out of that region. I have no doubt that Bethesda will be including it in the game in some way. Anyway, that's enough from me and my hay fever ridden nose. Bye.
His name is Luke and he's more than your average gamer. No ordinary let's player. Know about Easter eggs much better. Da 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 da. His name is Luke, aka TheRoyalGorilla. Even bigger than the giant Godzilla. Follow him in every game he goes. Da da da.